the winner by TKO victory and still WBA Super Lightweight Champion of the World from Bolton, Lancashire, England, Amir Khan.
There's a happy young fella, 23 years old now, Amir Khan. Perhaps he hasn't quite got the MTV appeal of Naseem Hamed as yet, but it may be that he will get that sort of adulation before too long. That was an impressive win, Duke. You've got to say
it's a good win. I'm not knocking that. It is a good win. He's come to America. He's away from home as a defending world champion. He stopped his opponent in Paulie Malinaggi. That's impressive in itself. I like what I've seen tonight from Khan. Obviously, he's going to get better because he's 23 years old, still developing.
The caveat is that Malinaggi was hand-picked as somebody who doesn't bang.
He's not a puncher. So, I mean, all roads led to Khan tonight. There are bigger tests out there. You've got Devon Alexander, you've got Timothy Bradley, you've got Medina. There's a whole host of fighters in this weight division, which makes it very, very sexy. The future looks bright for Khan.
Well, we'll be going into the ring in a moment to hear from the fighters.
Congratulations on a tremendous display of boxing.
Here we go.
How
this
are you
is
so easily able to outbox
with
a very good
Khan.
boxer like Paulie Malinaggi?
No disrespect to Paulie. Paulie's a great fighter. I just want to say thank you, for inviting me in New York. All the fans were brilliant. But yeah, me and Freddie stuck to the game plan. We stuck to instructions all the way. We know Paulie's a very awkward fighter. He's a great boxer. He's good at moving, but we had to break him down slowly. We didn't want to go in there and run and try knocking him out because we would have got caught with shots. So we had to use our brains, break him down slowly, and 11th round coming. I knew in the last few rounds I was hurting him. From round 9, I know I was hurting him, and then all I had to do is put the pressure on him.
From the very first round, you were outboxing him from long range, which is not something we're used to seeing happen to Malinaggi. How were you able to do that?
I've got speed, power, and I'm using my speed and my boxing skills, and also the jab. I got a great jab. Me and Freddie have been working on that jab for such a long time, and it worked for me. Everything was coming after the jab.
Your defense also was quite good. He found it difficult to land much against you, although there are some signs of some shots that he did land against you. What was the defensive strategy?
Boxing is a sport. You're going to go in the shower, you're going to get wet. You're going to go in a boxing ring, you're going to get hit. Paulie's a very awkward fighter. He would catch me with shots when I was coming in. I had to do a lot of feints, so I had to break him down. I could see, Paulie watched a lot of videos of mine, and he knew exactly what I was going to do. So every time I was going into the corner, Freddie was just telling me what to do and just telling me the right instructions, and I followed them. Okay,
congratulations on a successful American debut. This is a very deep and good 140-pound division. A fighter that's been talked about with you is Marcos Maidana, tremendous puncher. What do you think about fighting Maidana?
He's a great fighter, but we know how to beat Maidana. I know I can beat Maidana, and if he wants to fight me, tell him to get in the line. I'd love to fight him next, and I've put a statement today. And if Maidana wants to fight me, let's have it next.
Because of your size and your star potential, and you're already your very bright star in England, the question as to how long you will remain at 140 pounds comes up from time to time. Will you stay in the division long enough to fight either Tim Bradley or Devon Alexander or whoever emerges from that group?
Definitely. Everyone's talking about Amir Khan fighting these big names. And by the way, I am making 140 pounds easy. My strength conditioner, Alex Ruiz, is doing a great job with me. I feel strong. I'm a big 140 fighter. A lot of people put the pressure on me. Why don't you fight Maidana? I'd fight Maidana next. Let Timothy Bradley fight Alexander. The winner of them, us guys, will face in the final, So it's like having a semi-final. Me, Maidana, Alexandra versus Timothy Bradley. Let's do it.
So you're not leaving 140 until business is settled?
I ain't going to leave 140 pounds until I unify the title. Till I'm number one, I'm not going to leave this division.
That's what we wanted to hear. Thanks so much, Amir. Tremendous performance. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well, those were very popular words from Amir Khan. There was instantly a cheer from the crowd as soon as he said that, Duke. That was being played on the loudspeakers. Everybody was hearing it.
We've seen you beaten by
Get your reaction
fighters.
in a minute. Let's hear from Paulie Malinaggi.
We've never seen you outboxed in the middle of the ring. What happened?
Man, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I'm getting old or what, man. I mean, I'm 29. I didn't feel old. I had a great camp. You know, Amir just came and fought a very good fight. You know, very busy, a lot of angles. Kept changing distance. You know, that was the plan for me. But Amir was quicker. It's funny because, you know, when I turned pro, I had a similar style to Amir. You know, and as I got older and I hurt my hands, I started slowing it down and trying to pick my shots more. And I ran into like a clone of myself from when I was younger, but maybe even stronger and bigger and faster. You know, and. You know, he was very busy. You know, I couldn't keep up with him, I guess. I couldn't get the distance right.
Early in the fight, after the third round, Harold Letterman pointed out that you weren't bouncing around on your legs. And it occurred to us, you didn't really bounce around too much against Diaz in the rematch either. Are your legs not there anymore?
I feel like they are. I mean, I haven't been through a lot of wars, have I? I mean, I've been through some tough fights, but I don't know if as you get older, you know, you start to not dance around as more. I mean, even great fighters like Mayweather and Whitaker, as they got older, were more planted, but they were slicker, I guess, than I was tonight. You know, they are slicker than I was tonight. You know, as you get older, you know, I guess you just automatically stop using your legs as much and try to really cut off the ring and just box from the distance. You know, but Amir's younger. He just had that youthful enthusiasm, and he stayed busy. He wanted it, and I give him a lot of credit.
And we give you a lot of credit, Paul. You always give the 100% effort. Congratulations on a tremendous effort. And there's certainly no quit in you. We're glad it stopped when it was. Thanks, Paulie.
Hey, man, thanks HBO for having me on, man. I gave it a shot, you know. Like I said, you guys got a great fight. I think you guys got a great junior welterweight tournament coming up. I look forward to watching it myself.
Thanks, Paul.
Amir Khan and his trainer Freddie Roach with me at ringside, mob of reporters and fans around as well, and Amir tired, but I should imagine very happy to have got that out of the way.
Yeah, you know, very happy, you know, first fight away from home. You know, first of all, can I thank God, you know, for getting me the victory, and also before I forget, I want to say happy birthday to my brother Haroon and sister Maria. You know, it was their birthday last week. So yeah, getting back to the fight, it was a tough fight. You know, Paulie was very awkward. You know, he kept moving back. He's a great fighter, and then I went in the corner, Freddie kept telling me the right instructions, we stuck to the game plan, and, you know, we stopped him in the 11th round.
How nervous were you before you came into this? Were you tensed? You wouldn't be human unless you had been really wanting to produce the goods.
You know, I was very excited. I was a little nervous because, you know, it's my first fight away from home, and, you know, a fight in someone else's hometown. But, you know we've done the hard work in the gym. Me and Freddie put 9 weeks of hard training at the Wildcard Boxing Club with Alex Ariza, and I knew, you know, my work ethic, you know, was going to help me in this fight.
Well, let's have a word with Freddie, because I know you're a harsh critic of your man. How did you think he did?
Great fight. Control the fight with the jab, just like we planned in the gym. I mean, that was the key factor in the fight, was the jab, and it worked all night long. And then after the 10th round was over, he came back to the corner, and I said, okay, we need to make that statement now. Let's finish this guy, and he went out and did it.
Showed a lot of composure, didn't he?
He did a very good game plan, and he stuck with it for 11 rounds, 10 rounds, and then at the 11th round I said, okay, I gave him the green light. I said, finish him, and he did.
Amir, what would you like to do from here? You're in America. The crowds loved you, actually, in the end. You got a bit of a mixed reception to start with. You got a great reception at the end.
That's right.
Where would you like to go from here?
You know, my style is a style that people are going to love. You know, I'm very exciting, explosive, and the Americans are going to love this style. You know, I want to go back home, maybe fight around July time, end of July, just before Ramadan. I want to get one fight in front of my UK fans in England, and then maybe come back to America. And I want the big fights. You know, I want to fight the likes of Maidana, Timothy Bradley, and Alexandra. You know, they're the big names in this division, and I want to fight them.
What do you reckon, Freddie? You have a bit of a say in who he goes in with next.
Line him up. We'll take any one of them on.
And show that you're the number one in the division, yeah?
That's right. You know, there's no point being in the 140 division. You know, I want to unify the titles, and I'm with the right man, Freddie and Alex, and, you know, I'm sure I can do it.
Amir, I'm sure your fans back home who've stayed awake into the early hours have loved what they've seen. You've done yourself proud. It was difficult for Naseem Hamed when he came here 13 years ago. He had a tough night. He did it. You're following in his footsteps.
Yeah, you know, Amir Khan's doing it himself, and, you know, Naz came here 13 years ago. I remember watching that on television, and now it's Amir Khan's turn. You know, I want to take over the boxing in America, and I'm with the right team, and hopefully, you know, there's going to be bigger fights in the future, and I'm going to do it.
Well done, Amir. I think tonight he really did himself proud.